Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be reviewing the brand new e.l.f. collection, Good Vibes Only. I did go ahead and buy the whole collection with my own money, so I can tell you if it's worth your money. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, you know what to do. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. I'm super excited. You guys know how much I love e.l.f. And I will say this collection's not very big, but it is cute. I'm definitely most excited to try out their new primer. I feel like at this point we all know that e.l.f. can do primers. I tried doing like the hoops and the olive green puff sleeves for the sake of the Good Vibes video. I don't know, I feel like it's very like 70s theme. So like I mentioned, it is called the Good Vibes collection, and it has a primer, 2 eyeshadow palettes, a lip balm, some brushes, as well as a little like makeup wipe thing. So we'll look at every single product as we apply it, and I will let you guys know the claims, the price, and all that good stuff. So why don't we start out with some lip balm so that we can kind of nourish the lips and try it out throughout the whole video. So this is called the Good Vibes Only Shroom Lip Balm. So this is only going to be $5, and I feel like we haven't gotten a lip balm from e.l.f. in a while. It does come in a little tube container like this, pretty thick. It's described as a feel-good moisturizing lip balm infused with snow mushroom that gives you smoother, softer, and hydrated lips. It is a limited collection, by the way, so it applies clear and it's going to leave the lips with a subtle sheen, can be worn alone or under other lip products. It does have a warm amber scent. It's actually a really nice, subtle smell. I actually do like it. So let me go ahead and take off the lip balm that I do have on. We can just apply it. I will let you guys know how it feels, and then hopefully by the end of the video we can see how like it felt the whole time. Okay, it's kind of stiff. It's not really melting onto the lips. So let me warm it up a bit. There we go. It feels nice, but it feels just like a chapstick. It's not like really melting on the lips. I feel like I'm not getting like a thick feel of it. The feel is of a chapstick, but the look is of like a very natural gloss. So I like that it's glossier than a chapstick, but it doesn't really feel very like thick. So I guess we'll just see how it feels throughout the video, but so far I'm not super impressed with this. I just wish that it melted onto the lips a little bit more, but it does look pretty, it smells nice, and we'll see how it feels throughout the video. So that's product number 1. The product that I'm the most excited about is this freaking primer. Let me tell you guys a little bit about this primer because I'm ready to put it on my face. Here is the packaging. This is called the Good Vibes Only Soft Velvet Primer. It already has 2 reviews on the website and it has 4.5 stars. So it does come in a little squeezy tube like this, and it is $10. This is going to be described as a velvety primer that keeps the makeup in place while smoothing and blurring your natural skin for a poreless looking finish. Part of the limited collection, soft velvety texture that's going to mattify the skin for a poreless looking finish, primes and preps for long wear makeup, helps smooth your complexion, blur pores, infused with sunflower oil and limited edition warm amber scent. So I do have moisturizer on, and as you can see a little bit of my pores, my texture. Let's put this on half of the face first. Okay, so it's coming out looking like a silicone almost, and on the back it says apply evenly to the face before makeup application. Once applied, wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. It does feel like a silicone, by the way. I don't know, I know some people don't like, oh my gosh. Okay, I need to be in focus because look, do you see how it's like erasing my pores? Oh my goodness. I know it's hard to see like with my lights, but do you guys see that? Okay, this is feeling really freaking nice. It does feel a little like silicone. I don't mind that. I know some people don't like that, but it feels really nice. Spreading out very nicely. It feels really smooth on the face. Oh my goodness. I'm a little worried that e.l.f. is gonna do this again where they give us a really nice primer and then they take it off because it's a limited edition, like the Jelly Pop primer. Hopefully you can tell that this is like a lot more smooth than the other side of my face. It looks flawless. Just like this much easily covered the whole side of my face. So you really don't need that much product. It's like very blendable. So I'm gonna try to get like on the light. You see how it's like mattifying. Let's see, can you see my pores right here? This is really, really nice so far. Application, 10 out of 10. I see an immediate difference. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, this is not sponsored. Again, I did buy this with my own money, and they're not paying me to say anything. It looks extremely smooth. It looks like soft focus, especially in person. Like, it just looks like I do not have pores. I'm kind of giving it that 30 seconds to dry, and I'm looking at the reviews, and people are saying that it's really nice. You guys know I have normal skin, sometimes dry. I don't really get too oily, but I will definitely test it out for you guys for like the blur aspect. So let me go ahead and apply my favorite foundation at the moment. It's the House Labs. I finally got a shade that works a little bit better because I am very pale for what I'm usually looking like. So let me go ahead and apply this really quickly, and I will let you guys know if I see any type of difference with this foundation that I wear all the time. I know exactly how this foundation lays, and I'll tell you guys if we see much of a difference or not. Okay, so far the foundation looks nice. It didn't peel or anything like that. It almost like made the foundation itself more velvety, a little bit more matte, because usually this foundation is a little bit more luminous, but it doesn't look dry, like it doesn't look bad, and so far it is looking pretty nice. Like, my skin just looks more velvety, a lot more smooth. I'm excited to see how this looks with powder, but so far so good. Like, the foundation looks nice. Just remember that, at least in my case, if you are going to be wearing a little bit more of a glowy foundation, it might tone the glow down. So far so good. I just need to make sure that everything, like the rest of my makeup, looks really good on top. So to save some time, I'm going to go do it off camera just so we can keep this as an e.l.f. review. The next product we have is actually the eyeshadow palettes as well as the brushes. So I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'll be right back and I'll let you guys know how it all looks. Alrighty guys, I am back and I have some thoughts. So first, let me talk about this lip balm. It's okay. The glossiness is already like almost gone. It does feel nice, it feels hydrating, but there's just nothing to it. I wish it was just like a little bit thicker. It's essentially just a chapstick that's $5. So if you want to get it, it's $5. It's nice, but it's not like revolutionary, and it's also not like the best chapstick that I've tried. I don't dislike it, I'm just not obsessed, if that makes sense. Let's talk about this primer. So here's like the pro. My skin has never looked smoother. All the makeup went on perfectly fine. Nothing looks bad, nothing peeled up, everything's fine. But my skin has never looked more matte and almost like lifeless, but my pores are so smooth. Even with powder, I know that powder will blur the pores, but like when I powdered my face, my pores were blurred even more than usual. So I do think it's really nice, but if you do have normal to dry skin, or if you do like a little bit of life to your skin, don't apply it everywhere. Only apply it in your pore problem areas. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to be applying it right here next time, because all over the face is just too mattifying for my personal opinion. But if you are a matte person that you just want everything to look matte and blurred and velvet, you are going to love this all over the face. If you just need to blur the pores and mattify where you get shiny, you then use it as a spot treatment. So overall, I do like it. I'm just not used to seeing my face so matte, but I know exactly how I'll use it next, and I do think everything laid on it beautifully. So moving on to the eyeshadows, they do have two. I did go ahead and buy both, and maybe we can just do a look with both of these. Here's the packaging. All the packaging is extremely cute. So these, of course, are going to be called the Good Vibes Only eyeshadow palettes. They're only $4, and they are described as a high pigment mini eyeshadow quads with mix of matte and shimmer shades, ideal for retro looks. This is essentially, I believe, is going to be like just like the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes that they have, which are super nice. So other than that, I will let you guys know if they're just as good. And then of course we also have the brush set. So of course these are called the Good Vibes Only eyeshadow brush set. This is going to be $10, and it is described as a groovy limited edition 3-piece eyeshadow brush set for applying and blending eyeshadows. So they say that there are 3 essential eyeshadow brushes: a crease, a blending, and an eyeliner brush. So that's cool. I haven't seen them do an eyeliner brush in a while. Obviously I haven't tried them yet, but just from the feel of the swatches, it seems like the mattes are very creamy and pigmented, just like the Bite Size, but something about these shimmers just feel not as creamy. They don't look as shimmery and as pigmented as they usually do. So far, that's just kind of what I'm sensing from the swatches, but obviously we will apply it on the eyes. I'm gonna like use a combination of my brushes and these because I cannot create a full look with these. So by the way, this one with the yellows is called Hey Sunshine, and the one with the blue is called Psychedelic Dreams. So I'm gonna use the orangey from the Psychedelic Dreams. Like I mentioned, just by the feel of it, the mattes felt very similar. Usually the mattes in these palettes are so nice and pigmented, and you know, so far so good. So I still don't even know what kind of look I'm gonna do yet, so why don't we just go ahead and place this shade, like kind of just blow it out all over the crease. So far so good, it's looking nice and pretty. So now I'm gonna use that small blending brush, and I'm gonna use the orangey right here, the matte orange, to kind of blend out the edges of the crease, kind of just to add a little bit more of like a yellow gradient. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed. Like, I'm going in with a fluffy brush, and these shades are still popping up nice and vibrant, but still like nice and wearable. See how I'm just adding a little bit of that yellow? So now with the shader brush, I'm gonna grab this little matte shade. This looks like a beautiful shade. It's like a camel shade, and I'm gonna tap it all over the lid. Wow, this is probably my favorite shade so far. It's like the most like yummiest, like perfect combination of like warm chocolate brown but almost like burnt orange, but not. Oh, I'm gonna use that shade a lot. That's really, really pretty. Going in with a smaller brush, I'm gonna add this like dark brown shade because I kind of want to make it more of a gradient. I'm not like really doing a cut crease, but I'm just doing like a little bit of a faded one, just to give a little bit of like the 70s look without like getting too technical, since we're just really trying to see the formula. But like I mentioned, so far these shades are working so well. Looking a little crazy, but we gotta trust the process. I'm gonna see if this eyeliner brush can help me make like a blue eyeliner. I just don't know if it's gonna work because this might be better for like gel, but like let's just try it out. So I'm gonna grab that blue shade and start applying it. That's pretty, but I don't know if it's gonna be too subtle. So I'm gonna quickly do a wing with this blue eyeshadow and see how it looks. That actually looks really pretty. This blue shade is very, very pretty, and this actually worked really nice. I do think this would be better for like a gel liner, but this was very, very easy to use. Let's use the blue and the lower lash line, but maybe blend it out with the green shimmer. I don't know. You know, sometimes you end up looking crazy, and sometimes it ends up working out. Let's hope it works out. And I'm gonna grab that shader brush again and use that green shimmer and see if it'll do anything. Overall, these palettes are really pretty. I think the shades that stand out are the matte shades. They're extremely pigmented, really creamy, nice and blendable. But just these shimmer shades are just not as creamy as I'm used to. Obviously, I do have pretty high standards because e.l.f. has really, really nice shades. Overall, the palettes are nice. They're just not going to be as shimmery and as like buttery as the other palettes, is just what I've noticed, unfortunately, but I do still think that they're nice palettes. I did wet my brush, and now I'm going to go into this like gold shade. They're just kind of hard. You have to like pick up a lot of the product. But I will say, once you do get them wet, you do start getting that pigment. So just remember, they're not going to be as creamy and buttery as usual, but you can make them work. As you guys can see, just get your brush wet. So I'm going to quickly finish off the rest of my face, and I'll be right back to kind of tell you guys my thoughts on the whole collection. Alrighty guys, I am back. I do feel like you guys are probably going to ask me about the lip combo. I kind of just made it up. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade light brown, and then I just put this blush over it. It's the JCat Blush Mellow in the shade Thank You Very Much. And that's how I created this lip combo that I think would go really nicely with the eyes. But the last thing I did want to show you guys is just this. I did buy it. Obviously, like, I'll just have to keep you guys updated on this. But it is the Good Vibes Cloud Cleansing Cloud. It's one of those products that you just get wet with warm or cold water, and then you take off your makeup with this. No makeup remover needed. I thought it was really cute, so I figured I would buy it. overall, the collection is really nice. I like the whole vibe. I think my least favorite thing was definitely the lip balm. I know it's just a lip balm, but it's also not just like a very exciting lip balm. It was just okay. I definitely don't think you need it. I do think if you get it, you'll like it. I just don't think you'll love it. The brushes actually were really nice. This little eyeliner brush is actually very easy to use. You got your shader brush and then a smaller little blending brush. I will say they're not the softest, but they worked just fine. So if you do want this like cute little set, I do think you guys would like it. These eyeshadow palettes are extremely pretty. I just love the actual like color stories. I think they did really well with like the tones of each color to make them colorful but muted and 70s, and I do think they all work super nicely together. Like I mentioned, just know that I think, in my opinion, I think that the shimmer shades are just not as buttery and shimmery, but you can, as you guys can see, can make them work, and the mattes are just as good as always. And then the last product was really the primer. Like I mentioned, if you do have more oily skin or you just really want to mattify, like you don't want to have any type of life on the skin, like you just want to cover texture, cover pores, mattify, just look like a porcelain doll, I do think you guys are really going to love it. I think my skin is looking just so porcelain-like, very smooth. But if you do have more dry skin or you just do like some dimension on the skin, put this on the problem areas and it will really like smooth out the problem areas. I think it worked really, really nice. I'm definitely going to keep using this, and yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. I did purchase this on the e.l.f. website, so I will link everything that I used down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!